going on, YouTube? So today, I wanted to talk to you about four powerful decisions that you will have to make in order to become the best version of yourself. So, the first decision you're going to have to make is going to be how to develop your mindset. Mindset is important. What you're thinking, whether it's positive or negative, will affect your decision making. You got to ask yourself, what do you really want for your life? And I know that's a easy statement to say for a lot of people. But in order to figure that out, you got to get away from the noise. You got to really go into solitude. It don't take a long time. 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes a little longer, just to get away from everybody. Whether it's going out in nature or locking yourself in some type of room. Just to think and ask yourself, are you happy with the decisions you made in life so far? Is this the path you really want to go down? Are you fearful of something? Are you only doing things because others want you to do it? Are you doing things because you don't want to be ostracized? Are you doing things for only monetary gains? These are powerful decisions you got to think about with your mindset. You only get one life to live. So every decision you make is a critical decision moving forward. Your mindset, you doubt yourself or you feel as if you're capable of doing something, really plays a big part in how you move forward. Also being realistic. And I'm not going to tell you that at times you won't be fearful. But if you have the willpower and something's telling you to stick with something, stick with it. Don't give up so easily. Or are you doing something to get a desired outcome? And what I mean is, you're not going to give it your all. You're not going to give it your all. It's not fulfilling for you. Most people don't look at that. They don't ask themselves if it's something that's fulfilling for them. And it's a feeling you get. It's a feeling you get. I can't explain it in words, but you'll know when you know. Like I'm supposed to be here. It's just a feeling you get. And sometimes you get the feeling of you're not supposed to be somewhere. And you have to go with it. So, the way you think about things, and when you focus on something you can do and what you can't do, can really play a big part on if you can get the best outcome. So the next one would be you can't half-ass. Being the best version of yourself takes effort that sometimes amateurs won't go the extra mile. And when I say that, that can go in so many different areas as far as relationships, career, um, self-improvement as far as developing better characteristics about yourself. I'm going to start with relationships. So, they say it's a 80-20 rule when it comes to like romantic relationships. A person's supposed to have at least 80% of what you want and 20% of what can be 20% flawed. That 20% can be flaws that they display that you don't really like. But at the end of the day, we look at that and say, no one's perfect, right? And no one is. That 20%, you don't like it, but it's not a deal breaker for you. It doesn't make you want to leave that situation. You can talk about it, and at times it could frustrate you or irritate you, but you'll make the conscious decision not to leave. So we're going to talk about the next one will be your career, right? Your career. You choose a career because, okay, you think it's going to pay a lot of money. And that's the reason why you made the decision to choose this career path, because it makes a lot of money. But you don't give it your all. You don't give it your all. And the reason behind that is because it doesn't give you purpose. You're chasing the money instead of fulfilling the purpose. Now, the ideal situation to get a balance of both, where if you're chasing the purpose, not necessarily fulfilling the purpose, it gives you purpose. The money will come with it on the back end. And it'll flow to you naturally. So, the third reason people don't give their all would be personal development and choosing to be a better person. And what I mean by that is developing your character. Developing your character can see, I hear a lot of people say, well, don't focus on your flaws. Focus on the things that you're good at. But how are you going to develop your character if you're not focused on the flaws as well? You might not handle situations correctly. You might get frustrated easily. You might even speak to some people in a disrespectful manner. You might be egotistical. These are things that you need to work on to improve. Now, no one's saying that you're going to be perfect, but you need to be making active steps to correct these things about yourself, because it can affect you from becoming the best version of yourself. And I've heard people say, well, I know this and that, but, and I'm working on it. A lot of times they're not. Because if you understand the conscious decision of improving your character, that's something that you want to be the best version of yourself when you step into a room or a situation with someone. And people can recognize if you've been working on it and made a change, or you're just telling them something they want to hear, or deflecting. So, Becoming the best version of yourself, number 2, is giving it your all in those situations. Whatever you put your heart and soul to, give it your best effort. So the third thing I would say, I said nerd. The third thing I would say is aligning yourself with the right people in your life. Business relationships, friendships, people that bring value to your life. And not to say that you won't have encounters with people that don't, that in passing you would have to tolerate them, because sometimes you do. Unfortunately, you don't have to disrespect them. You don't have to treat them poorly, but just be cordial and understand that, okay, we're not a good fit. But in order to be the best version of yourself, you really need to be working on relationships with people that bring value to the table. It always has to be some type of contribution when you're having a platonic interaction, whether it's a business relationship or personal. You can't put yourself in a position to deal with some situations that are just one-sided. You're not gaining anything from it. And it's nothing you have to hold over someone's head and you know what, I don't want to deal with you because you don't do anything. You have to recognize it's not a good fit for you and remove yourself. Some people won't understand that, but you're doing what's best for you. Because let's just say you got a friend or you have a friend or a business partner or someone people you deal with on a daily basis. When you guys cross paths, you can either add some value to their lives or they can add value to yours. And that would be the ideal situation. I feel like a lot of times out here, people are taking on other people's baggage that they shouldn't. And other people sometimes don't recognize it, and sometimes they do. And truthfully, they don't care that they're affecting you. Because a lot of times, misery loves company. It's sad that that's the way the human mind works. But unfortunately, a lot of people do feel a certain kind of way when they see you doing well and they're doing poorly. They want you to join in. It makes them feel better about themselves. Is that really a valuable person in your life, though? Even if you're going through something or they're going through something, the best thing to do in that situation is seek some help where you can improve that area, or isolate. Get your emotions together. Get your mind right. Understand, like, I don't want to be infectious to this other individual. They don't deserve that. And that's someone being considerate and kind and understanding and recognize what's going on in that situation. So, aligning yourself with the right people and understanding value is important in relationships, whether it's family, friends, or lovers, or business partners. And even other acquaintances. So number 4, making the right decisions financially. A lot of people problems are focused around money. If you look at the world, other people want what other people got, but they don't understand what it took for that individual to get there. And sometimes, yes, things can be handed to others and they didn't work for it. Unfortunately, they fall into those situations. But even in that situation, knowing how to manage your money, knowing how to make money, and knowing how to give back. So managing your money, right? Not do a lot of wasteful spending and things that don't really matter. I'm not saying that you can't spend money on things that you do want, that you desire. That's fine. But you need to have a balance and ask yourself, like, is this the right decision? Is this something I'm spending my money on that I'm going to value? Or is this something I'm spending my money on that I feel I'm making an emotional decision right now to fill a void? That's something you got to ask yourself. The next one is making money. Are you settling for sources of income that keep you frustrated? Are you settling for sources of income that keep you miserable? Are you taking the necessary steps to invest money in areas that can make you more money? Are you going after careers that, even though there's the pros and cons, they're more pros than cons? Instead of saying to yourself, you got to do what you got to do. It's a saying out there: winners do what they want to do and losers do what they got to do. So, giving that situation your best effort, you got to ask yourself, what goal are you trying to achieve when it comes to your finances? And I understand a lot of people would like to be rich, right? They'll sit there, yeah, I love to have a lot of money. I love to be a millionaire, or a multi-millionaire, or a billionaire. Are you willing to do what it takes to get there? Excuse me. Are you connecting with the right people? Are you putting the time in? Are you focused on the right opportunities? All of those play a part. And the opportunities that are put before you, are you giving it your best effort to learn everything you can? It's true when they say that success takes hard work. It does. And the hard work isn't physically putting in hard work. It's making the right conscious decisions on what to do and what not to do. What to focus on that's more important and what's not. That's the hard work. And taking action. The third thing, I'm going to make this short because I got to get going, YouTube. I didn't expect this video to be this long, but I'm just flowing right now. Giving back, man. Don't be a hoarder of your finances. Like, looking at the world like everything's about you and you don't want to be a service to people. It's important for us to be a service to people. You can't always be the type of person that wants to take, but you don't give. And the key thing about that is knowing how to give and when to give. And the people to give to. And the causes to give to. You can't be your best version out here and you're not of service to some sort. It's something that being of service to people does to your spirit. And I'm not going on a spiritual or religious tangent, but it's spirit, just the way you feel, a feeling about something. You got a lot of people that are takers out here. We need more givers. You can't be out here being selfish, just thinking about yourself and not considering others. At times, yes, selfishness is necessary, and at times selflessness is necessary. Do something charitable. Help a friend. Help a homeless person. Help somebody in need. Trust and believe you'll feel good after that. It can't always be about you benefiting. Sometimes it can just be about humanity. So, yeah, YouTube, that's all I got for today. I hope this video finds some people that are soul searching, trying to figure things out. You might feel like in one of the 4 areas you've been working on, but my advice to you would be combine all 4. Those decisions will complete you. So that's all I got today. See you in the next one.